You know, they always told me to just let it rip, but they never specified. Greetings! Hello and welcome to the Luke Wants Fries channel. If you're watching this right now, congratulations, this is my first ever YouTube video. Just ignore those ones. For the first time ever, you are seeing this face on this channel doing what we're gonna be doing. Now I know what you're saying, but Luke, what is it we're doing? What are we doing? What's happening? Well, I'm gonna be doing some of the best type of content you can find on YouTube. Reaction content. Yay! This is the beginning of a little adventure that I've been wanting to go into for a while now. Growing up, I was a little ADHD boy who was a slave to a very specific niche type of cartoon. And that is late 90s to early 2000s anime inspired, sometimes actual anime cartoons that were solely produced and animated for the sake of selling toys to children. You got your Pokemon, you got your Yu-Gi-Oh, you got your Digimon, you got your Bakugan, a lot of ons. But today I'm gonna be starting this adventure with the very first of any of these shows that I watched growing up, and that was Beyblades. I absolutely loved Beyblades growing up. To the point where I was the boy bringing the Beyblade Stadium to the playground in elementary school, and we were doing tournaments and shit, and not to brag, but I was pretty good at it. Me and my boy Rock Leon were killing it on the playground. Now, I know there's a lot of Beyblade series that have come out since then, but we're going back to the very first, Beyblade Generation 1, as it's referred to now. I haven't touched this since, like, 2004, so like 20 years ago, 21 years ago. Jesus, I'm old. So there's a lot I don't remember. There's a lot that I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I remember this stuff. I'm hoping it holds up. I know it's a lot to ask for a series this old and this, like, it wasn't necessarily the nichest thing in the world, but it wasn't exactly what the popular kids were watching. Hoping there's not a lot of problematic stuff, because that would just ruin my childhood. But we'll see. And if you guys want to check out these episodes on your own, feel free to. They're up for free on YouTube right now. I will leave the link in the description, so you can check it out for yourself too and watch the whole episodes for free. But without further ado, let's get into Beyblades Generation 1, Episode 1. I shook my fucking headphones out of my ears. I genuinely forgot how much of a banger this intro was. I don't know if I'll be able to play it in the episode. We'll find out. This genre of shows really shaped the type of music that I listen to today. There was a lot of alternative rock, punk, ska, new metal that evolved my tastes that I listen to now, which is like more metalcore. Hold up. Was there furries in this? Did I forget that there was furries in this show? I remember this chick. Okay, wait, no, those aren't cat ears. Well, they're kind of cat ears, but it's like a bow. I think this counts as furry. She's got the ooh-woo face going on. Am I a furry? What's happening? Yeah, no, this is really rotting the line. I think this is like very similar animation style to like Inuyasha, where it's like, cat ears, little bit of a meow face going on, but like still for the most part a human.
The one that's gonna win was Beyblade.
Minecraft, get out of here. The Blade Raider.
Eons ago, when the sport of Beyblading was young, powerful beasts roamed the earth. But as the old ways faded,
I always love it. It's always some ancient historical thing or some otherworldly thing that somehow over the generations gets turned into a children's game. Like, I'm pretty sure in the later seasons they make it canon that Moses parted the Red Seas with a Beyblade. It's never just like, yeah, this is a cool game that we play and it's fun and that's the story. It's eons ago, when the great wizard Josiah struck lightning onto the tallest mountain in the universe, all of the energies collided and created these monster rocks that children now use as dice. And thus the age of Dungeons and Dragons was born.
the beasts shall rise again.
There's my boy. There's my boy. I remember him being kind of a dumbass, if I'm being honest. We'll see if that's still the case or not. God, I do not remember them being so like chubby cheeked and baby like. When I was a kid, these were like full grown adults. It's almost like if you stopped going to your grandma's house for like 10 years and then you went back and it's like, oh, you are way smaller than me now.
Come on, do you really think I'm that lame to fall for that one?
Well, I was stupid enough to fall for it.
Stupid enough or not coordinated enough to just step over that little divot there instead of crunching your toes in it? Gee, that would have hurt. Oh my God.
It's time we had a little rap session.
Not the birds and bees speech.
No, that's next week. Right now,
Grandpa sounded a little bit too excited for that conversation. Don't worry, Tyson. Next week we get to tell you how your bappa was made.
centuries ago, the power of a dragon known as the Great Dragoon was entombed inside of it.
His name's Dragoon! I forgot that his name was Dragoon! God, there's no way they could have known that 20 years later that would be the funniest fucking name to make your mascot Beyblade beast. Dragoon sounds like a character that like Nick Kroll would come up with. Like you shoot your Beyblade out and this big dragon monster comes out of it and he just looks at you and just goes, "Hey Tyson, forget that birds and the bees conversation with your grandpa. I can show you how to let it rip all on your own."
Start getting hip to what I'm putting down or you're in big trouble. Stop spewing your jive and let's get back to work.
Who's spewing chive? Chai? What is he saying? He's trying to sound hip to a younger generation that I don't even think exists. I haven't ever heard anybody old or young talk like that, ever. It's not like he's trying to talk like he's getting hip with the kiddos. It's like he's slurring his words and on something not prescribed.
Catch you later, Grandpa.
Come back!
Come back! Oh, nope, he's gone. Guess I just gotta stand here in my dojo. Alone. Not attempt to go grab him and get him back to the most important thing, aka training. Whatsoever. Time to go Dragoon. Yes. The leather fingerless gloves, the backwards hat, everything my parents told me was sin when I was young. For real though, growing up, I wanted nothing more than to dress like these guys, to like be an anime protagonist, and I know that that's what got me bullied. But for some reason, I don't know if it was like the male equivalent of dressing provocatively, according to like churchy parents, or they thought I was gonna like grow up to be a thug or something. But anytime I even put like a baseball cap on backwards, I would get scolded for it. Like, sorry mom, it wasn't a children's cartoon that made me commit sin. It was a thick goth adult.
What time is it?
Let's see, it's 3:45, or is that my heart rate?
It's 3:45, or is that my heart rate? Call an ambulance.
Tyson, why, we was just looking for you.
Tyson, my friend, we was just looking for you. I'm the classic Bowie trope in this. It's time to get Bowied.
I don't have time for this. So why don't we have a group hug? Ew.
My boy Tyson knows what's up. Love and peace is the only way to get through life.
Come on, Tyson, don't you play dumb with me. You promised me we'd battle.
Oh, he's not the bully, he's gay. That is a repressed gay boy if I've ever seen one in my life, and I know what that looks like. Come on, Tyson, you promised we'd battle. Do you even want to like hang out with me anymore? Please? God, this was the coolest shit. You can totally tell what animations they're gonna reuse in future episodes based on just how smooth the animation starts to become. Like, they know they're gonna reuse this at some point, so it's gotta look good.
Oh man, Beyblades are so cool. Is this your first time seeing them? Yeah.
How is this kid's first time seeing this? Isn't this like the most popular thing to do in this universe? Have you never seen a Beyblade before? No, not in my entire life. Well, let me show you how it works, you fucking dumbass.
I've had this one forever. It's about how much time you spend practicing and perfecting your strategy.
I've been edging with this blade forever. It's all about perfecting your strategy and not letting yourself climax.
Hey, what time is it?
It's 4:10.
Ah, I'm so late. I gotta go.
I relate to the time blindness so fucking much. Like, you think something like this is only gonna take a minute, and then next thing you know, it's an hour later, and you're like, oh, fuck, how did that happen?
But just where do you think you're going?
I've got a Bay battle against Andrew.
Did he just say Andrew?
Did he just say Andrew? He's totally cheating on you, bro.
Or a heel show.
Yeah, sure.
I know Tyson and he'll come.
I forgot about this guy's face. What the hell? He looks like handsome Squidward if the front of his face just got sliced off completely and the skin rehealed around it. Bro's just got one big ass leaf hanging from his head for no reason. Is that really his lips, or does he have a hot dog in his mouth? That's exactly what it is. This is the classic cartoon of I just put an entire food item in my mouth and then just, but his cheeks just stayed that way.
Can we help you? The name is Carlos.
Why did he pause so long for that? The name is Carlos. Bro's being dramatic as hell right now. It's like he thinks he's in Rocky Horror and he's trying to give them the Gooning.
There's one thing you gotta know. One thing? Yeah. Just one little thing.
Well, tell me what it is then! I hate that his dramatic shit is working, but it's working in a way that's just like pissing me off. That was a really well animated entrance for no reason. Who at the studio was like, nah, I gotta put the time in for this. It's gonna be special, trust me.
I'm sorry, but our Bay battle was off this afternoon.
What? You can't be serious.
What? You're cheating on me? But I've been gooning all day for this.
Shark who goes around winning everyone's blades.
Huh? Hey, that can't be true.
Call the police? This can't be legal, right? This can't be like a legal thing in this world to like bet on Beyblades. Also, you could just say no. Like they're acting like they have no choice right now. Kick this twink's ass.
That can't be true.
Oh yeah? Then I must have picked up the wrong sack at the cleaners.
Jesus, they're acting like it's a bag full of dead bodies. Is he laughing or hyperventilating?
What's so funny?
It's probably just a nervous laugh I used to hide my insecurities.
Oh, well, that answers this question. Thank you. Apologies, I didn't mean to bring up something that might have been triggering for you. Somebody beat this kid up, though.
Hang on a second, I've got something to show you.
What do you mean?
I remember this kid. And I remember, I still don't know, actually, if they're a boy or a girl, or if they're just, like, non-binary representation in 2001. Either way, you know, down for it. I just remember being very confused by them as a child.
Tyson, take a good look at this Bay Stadium. Does it remind you of anything?
Yeah, Tyson's not the only one that's confused here. What are they talking about? Like the spiral? That it kind of looks like a dragon, maybe? Is that what they're getting at? Or am I just missing the point completely?
Plenty of other blades to win.
What? You're leaving?
That's right.
Why are you guys complaining? Let him go away and then call the cops. Or kick his ass right now. I don't know why I'm so down for all these children to kick this child's ass, but he just looks like he deserves it.
Bring it on, bud. I'm ready for you.
Valid reaction. That would suck. This was also in the age when scooters were doing that to your shins, so that's some PTSD inducing shit right there.
Oh, sure. I guess we sure scared him off, huh? Did you see the look on his face?
Hey, take a breath and then tell me who you are.
Oh,
You didn't scare him off. He got bored. Also, why do you know his name, but he doesn't know what your name is? Is he just famous around here, or?
An expert?
and I know everything about you. See, you're even in my database.
Are you serious?
Excuse me, Kenny, but why don't you introduce me to your cute little friend?
Oh, okay. So we have a stalker and a horny robot. I don't know why that's in this. I completely forgot about Chief's, like, Jarvis that they just have in their laptop for no reason. This was like this show's version of like a Pokedex or a Digimon analyzer. Like anytime a new bit beast shows up, that thing will analyze it and give you information on it. Even though none of this matters to the actual real world game. So I don't know why they had to include that in this. I don't know if it's just for like animation budgeting or something, because it's cheaper to do CGI than it is to do 2D, at least in this era. All I know is it's wild not remembering some of this stuff and then like being hit with it again.
Okay, Dizzy, what have you got for us?
Check this out, guys.
They were just on bleachers. They could have done this on the bleachers sitting like that so that everybody could see over each other. Why'd they have to go to a slide? What, does the rooftop close after 5?
That's the reason he's able to beat everyone he challenges. Think about it. A heavier blade makes it more stable, and that makes it last 10 times longer in battle.
This is actually like extremely sound advice and logic. This generation of Beyblades was mostly made out of plastic, and then the ones that came out after this were had a lot more metal on them, and so the old generation had like never stood a chance to the new one. Like you could not have the two compete whatsoever. So good on the show for that insight. It's actually extremely helpful to the game. Also, love that they just casually mention bit beasts without explaining what they are whatsoever. Like this is the first bit beast that we're introduced to, and it's nothing like the rest of them, so I don't know why they would use that as like the first introduction to the concept of Bit Beasts.
We're not afraid of Carlos or anybody like him. We're not afraid of anything. Come on, guys. We're gonna build the best Beyblade the world has ever seen.
We're not afraid of anything. When he pulls out his Beyblade, we can just put a gun to his head. Then that'll solve everything.
I can handle your daydreaming much longer.
Huh?
Did you hear me, huh?
That's it. Later.
What just happened?
All I gotta do is make the winder twice as long.
What did your grandpa do that made you come up with that idea? I mean, yeah, it's sound logic. I always used a longer ripcord whenever I was using Beyblades as a kid, because yeah, it made it spin a whole lot faster. But what does eating fish with chopsticks have to do with that? Some of the show is very silly.
Oh man, that is only twice as fast. That's it. Okay, I give up.
Well, that was quick. Yeah, this is an ADHD boy for sure. The moment the idea that you have doesn't work, you just give up all motivation. Or I shouldn't say give up necessarily. It's just that the dopamine that you get from it just is immediately cut off. So there's like zero motivation to do it. I still struggle with that as an adult. It's a wonder I'm even recording this right now.
It's the Dragoon. Whoa, what's it doing?
Tyson, I'm here to teach you how to flicker go! This unfortunately taught me as a kid that it was okay to just shoot your Beyblade wherever. Multiple times I had just busted them up because the plastic just couldn't handle me yeeting them with the ripcord. Honestly, it's a wonder I didn't like hurt anybody with one of those.
Easy to fly as I am. The kid's wacky.
I do love that about the grandpa. Like, it's not that he wants Tyson to like become a martial artist. He just wants him to be motivated about something. And the self-confidence and self-discipline that comes from martial arts training does actually really help with that.
Once you factor in the ripcord being twice as long combined with Tyson's running start technique, you end up with 4 times the spin.
That loses logic for me. How does getting a running start make it spin faster? I'm pretty sure it's just an excuse to make him look cooler and reuse that jumping animation over and over again. Because like, don't get me wrong, looks sick as fuck. I totally believed it 1000% when I was young. But looking at it now, it's like, oh. Sometimes logic just went out the window.
Now, on a personal note, when are you and I going to have some alone time?
Why do you want alone time with them? I thought the gay bully was the needy one in this show. Okay, now that we're done talking about that, when are you going to wine and dine me? You're a computer. And a monster that's supposed to be inside of a Beyblade. Also, I can't buy alcohol.
Hey, why don't you just give me a Beyblade instead of wasting my time?
What? The music's too loud. You want me to baste you a thime? Fuck doesn't make sense. Very funny to realize that the frame rate for the Beyblades is actually less than the normal animation in the show, but they blur the shit out of it to make it look like it's going faster. Like our eyes can only comprehend it in slow motion. And the final product looks really cool at the end. I don't know, I think it's just a neat trick. Yes, the edgelord is here. The cut off sleeves, the way too big and floofy Super Saiyan hair, the ridiculously long scarf that kind of looks a little flamboyant, but in this show makes it look all the cooler. The giant ass belt piece that would definitely stab you in the pelvis. No joke, I unironically loved his little gauntlets that he had on his arms. I still kind of do. I was always pissed that I could never find any sort of costume that had that similar thing to it. It's like he stole the arms and belt piece off of a Power Ranger and just made it edgier.
I always knew this day would come.
That's not what you sounded like. I don't remember him sounding like that. It's like the voice actor's trying to do a Zuko impression for a younger kid. But I'm pretty sure this came up before Avatar. Sorry, I just needed a second to readjust what his voice actually sounds like versus the version of him that has been in my brain the last 20 years.
No, no, don't!
The backhand! What I've been wanting these kids to do to him for this entire episode. Yes, you put that insecure twink in his place.
Just who do you think you are coming around here like that? Some kind of tough guy?
I mean, yeah, he just bitch slapped the guy that you were all scared of, so yeah, he's kind of the tough guy. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
The Bay Sharks are the toughest Bay gang around.
Why is there Bay gangs? Do none of these children go to school or have normal lives outside of this? Is this their entire world? Does Kai just spend his days loafing around in their Bay gang hideout waiting for someone to help him break his gooning streak?
But first, I must warn you. Take a look. My Dronzer blade.
I gotta figure out what the naming convention for the bit beasts in this show was on, and if they can get me some. Like, maybe I just gotta do a little bit more research to figure out like why they're named what they're named, but it just seems like they're taking the names of things in the real world and like slightly altering them. Like, instead of dragon, dragoon, but I don't even know what Dronzer it would be based off of. It's kind of just, I know it's like a phoenix, but I don't, where do you get Dronzer? Like any of Dronzer from a phoenix. Can't believe this show's gonna make me do some fucking research.
Go ahead and try, Tyson.
And then they kissed. No? They don't kiss? Oh, well. I guess episode 2 then, yeah. We can just move on. Whether intentional or not, this show had a lot of subtext going on. Shut up, Zootopia!
That's it. Kai's Beyblade is feeding off the energy of Tyson's blade, and that makes both of them equal.
That is another actual technique in Beyblade. Like, Beyblades that'll spin the opposite direction so that when they hit the other one, it'll actually help them spin faster. Why does this show keep going from using actual, like, real-world physics to bullshit? And then back to real-world physics? Because, like, some of this shit is actually really cool and applicable to the game in real life, but a lot of it is also just silly, goofy anime shit. What decisions have I made in life to where I'm asking myself these questions? Oh! He fucking pile drived his dragoon. That's crazy. That's the closest thing this show has gotten to like gore. Like, this is the equivalent of watching someone get bisected. That's crazy. That's brutal.
It's not worth it. If you really want to beat him, Tyson, then you're gonna need a strategy.
Listen, Tyson, if you want to beat him, you need a better strategy. I'm trying to listen to you right now, but I'm very distracted by the fact that my head could fit in your mouth. Seriously, I feel like the mom in Attack on Titan right now. Stop holding me this close to your face.
Kai! Do you hear me?
Yes, he does. He's still standing like 5 meters away from you. You don't have to scream. I'm not sure which came first. This is like a chicken egg situation. Was it children acting this way in real life that inspired them to act this way in the show? Or was it these shows that inspired children to act this way in real life? Because, like, yeah, I joke about it, but that is like the attitude that some kids would have over games, is to get like really over competitive about it and just shout when it's clearly not the vibe. But I also don't know if this show is what inspired that, or shows like this growing up. Like, I can't imagine my grandparents getting this heated as children over like euchre, you know?
Pretty sure that this is it.
He must be really bummed out.
Hey, dude!
Appropriate reaction. That would scare me to the ground too.
You won with the blade, but I'll show you. This fight isn't over by a long shot.
That's actually really cool. Like, Tyson's never lost at a game in his life. And not only is this the first time he's lost, but he also just like got his favorite Beyblade that he's like trained with his whole childhood destroyed. And that's the thing that causes him to get serious about it, to the point where he's actually following his grandpa's instructions and like training like a martial artist in the dojo. And that's what awakens the Dragoon to, God, I still hate that name. And that's what awakens the dragon to start working with Tyson, if that's how it works, if that's how I remember it. I don't remember.
Hey, Dragoon, if you can hear me, what's up with you anyway? Ah!
Hey, Tyson!
Huh?
Hey, Tyson, why are you yelling about gooning? When do the gooning jokes get old? I fear I'm like too far into it now to stop. Someone stop my gooning streak.
All we have to do is build the ultimate blade. With you, me, and Kenny, it'll be a cinch.
Also, side tangent, very cool detail added that they refer to them as blades, and he's been training with a sword and in martial arts. I don't know, that just adds to the cool parallels that they have between like Beyblade battles and actual like martial arts and sword technique. The middle school martial artist in me is appreciative.
Come on in, guys.
This is all
all your stuff?
Yeah, all that junk is my stuff.
I have several questions. Did he just super glue it back together? Also, what's with the paper clips on the metal piece? Very funny that he had that all just covered up for some reason. Tyson, why'd you have your Beyblade pieces on this wet rag? That's not supposed to be there. I mean, Dragoon told me to. I mean, go wash your hands. What are you talking about? Just go wash your hands!
I was meaning to introduce Dizzy to you. That's Dizara for short. She's the bit beast in my computer.
Dizara? I don't remember that. Also, you have introduced him to Dizzy. Last episode. You're supposed to be the smart one here, Chief. How did you forget that?
And before you know it, zap! I heard this voice. Hi, Dizzy.
What took you so long, Chief?
God, this is the neediest fucking computer I've ever seen in my life. Love that she's just gaslighting this child. You haven't opened my programming in about 2 hours. Fucks up, kid. You hate me now? No, I get it. You're off with Jarvis. You're cheating on me, aren't you? Are my data analytics spreadsheets just not good enough for you anymore?
What the heck is a bit beast anyway?
Best thing that ever happened to me.
Why did you act like you knew what they were yesterday? Bro acted like it was the craziest thing in the world that there was a bit beast inside of this kid's computer without knowing what they were. Actually, now that I think about it, that's not that crazy. When you're young, you will pretend to know things that you don't just to like survive a conversation. So I can see if that's the case. Didn't seem like that's what he was doing before, or I might just be reading way too into it.
Kai, I'm really sorry.
You have embarrassed the Blade Sharks, Carlos. We have never lost a match.
We have never lost our gooning streak before, Carlos. This will be paid for with the punishment of a job application. No, anything but that. You guys are sick monsters. Monsters! Oh shit, I actually forgot about this. Like I said, they're treating Beyblades like they're people in this show. And when you look at it from that angle, this is fucked up. Oh.
No.
Like in this universe, that's the equivalent of him being held back against his will, watching his best friend slowly get tortured to death. What the fuck was this show on?
No.
Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $15 a month. The deadline for this deal is October
I'm not going to the
31st.
gym!
Meet the most insightful way to never scoop again.
Now hold up.
And I heard that he keeps all the Beyblade information in a laptop that he talks to.
Weird pull. Dragon Ball Z abridged Garlic Jr. That's what that voice actor sounds like. In fact, a lot of these voice actors kind of sound like they're from like an abridged series, just with how they act in this. Not to say it's like bad voice acting or anything like that, but there's a weird style to it that this is kind of emulating. Or maybe that's like the other way around. Maybe like a lot of those types of voice actors emulate this style. There's something about it that's making my brain connect the two.
They don't live too far from here. So if you want, we can check them out.
If I remember right, this is an episode where they kidnap a child. And if I am remembering it right, shit's fucked up. Shit's a little fucked up. There it is. There it is. There it is. See, that's that animation that they're reusing again. I told you. I know my shit.
I'm going to practice over and over again until I figured out a technique to beat Kai's Dronzer blade. You with me? And Chief, I'm really gonna need your help, pal.
Very cute that the Chief's got a crush on him. At least that's what I'm getting from that scene. I don't know. They blush at weird times in this show.
At home.
Okay, I'll see ya.
Yeah.
I am actually more convinced of it now. That was... Did you see that face? That face was smitten. That's a face that wants to smooch the other face.
Hey, what?
Stops the Chief in his tracks like it was just guns being fired at his feet. Like he's afraid if he doesn't stop moving right now, he's gonna get one to the chest and it's gonna like kill him. Oh, this show's fucking ridiculous.
So you're the one they call the Chief.
Somebody tell James from Team Rocket that his son is out kidnapping children.
What do you think you're doing?
What do you think? I've got to go back and save him.
No, you go to the proper authorities. There's been a kidnapping and a robbery. Like, this is no longer, like, childs betting their toys on each other. This is an actual serious thing that you get the adults involved with. Where is your grandpa? He's a character in this. actually the only adult character in this show.
I know you've been in my family for generations, and my grandpa once said that if I needed help, I should ask you. Well, thanks anyways.
Very funny how he, like, is desperately praying to this, like, ancient sword that's been passed down for generations. Doesn't even wait for 2 seconds to hear an answer and is like, well, we gave it our best try. Time to go move on to something else. This actually does pose an interesting question for this world. Back to my previous comment about them referring to their Beyblades as blades. Were Bit Beasts before this an actual thing in this universe, but in like the guard of a sword? If so, why am I not watching that show? Like, that's a sick fucking concept to have a monster in your sword. I guess that's less marketable to children, but I'm still upset about it. The funny thing, if I remember right, the grandpa never noticed that the dragon emblem is just gone from the sword. In fact, I actually don't remember if the grandpa is in the show anymore after this. Like, I think I only remember him being at the beginning of this episode, and then he's just not in it very much after that. Like, I know he goes to see Tyson in a tournament next couple of episodes or something like that, but he just sort of slowly gets faded out as a character, which really sucks because they could have done a lot more with him.
Hey, this bites. I thought you were supposed to know everything there is about Beyblades.
I do know everything.
If you do know everything, then why did you have to go home to do more research and get more data? Seems like you might be a little bit of a liar, Chief. I don't know what to tell you.
Tim, you can't win. That blade isn't nearly strong enough to take on the sharks, and you know it.
Don't worry, I've got a secret weapon.
Don't worry, I've got a secret weapon.
Wait. Huh? I'll take it from here.
A, his lips weren't moving at all there. B, that should have broke this kid's legs. At the very least, if not killed him. That is such a high jump. That is the shit that made me think that I could do, like, superhero landings as a kid, that I ended up twisting my ankles. Maybe I just wasn't that bright of a kid.
But Kai...
Enough.
Sure.
That tickled me. That really tickled me. But Kai, enough. Sure. Like he thought he was gonna get shot at by a Beyblade just for speaking out a term. Oh, that was good. That was good. Oh, still love the show.
So you've come back for more.
This show was made to sell toys to children. And despite that, this company never made the one thing that I really, really wanted, and that was a Beyblade stadium the size of a satellite dish. And I know that's unrealistic to ask, but it's also just hurtful that they would put it in the show knowing full well that they could never sell it to me. I think that that's wrong. I think that was a mistake on their end that they owe me an apology for.
I thought you had learned by now. There's no way you can beat me.
Oh, I know why I was so weird as a kid now. Someone says something that's logically, factually correct to your face, and you just can't respond with anything else but, huh? It's like he's a bird trying to squawk at him to defend his territory.
Not again!
I forgot about this.
It's causing a tornado, and Kai's Dronzer is being sucked into its vortex.
I forgot that this blade was so fast that it just made tornadoes. That's the coolest shit ever. I'm sorry. This show is such a ridiculous concept. The voice acting is here and there sometimes. The animation is from 2001. But the ridiculous shit like this was my bread and butter. This is what kept me going as a child. Shit like this was fucking cool, and I wish I could have mimicked it in real life. Oh my gosh.
If you think the fight is over, you're wrong. Battle on, Dronzer!
Let's go. I know that's just a single frame of animation that they scrolled up on, but it's still so cool. A giant glowing phoenix fighting a giant glowing dragon. Oh, the streak has ended. This has been the climax.
I've never read about this in my data.
I guess you have a bit more to learn there, Chief. Maybe get yourself a more appropriate nickname than that.
I've never seen anything like that before. And how did that dragon get inside your blade?
That was crazy, Tyson. How'd that dragon get into your blade? And how are we not using this to power our world governments? Wait, whoa, what? This is a children's game. Children's game, schmildren's game, dude. That thing had enough power to cause a tornado. You think that could, like, power a city? I think you're taking this a little bit too seriously right now. We could fuel the world with Beyblades! I'm gonna go see if there's actually police in this world.
Our Beyblades aren't ordinary. Our bit beasts are powered by incredible forces that are trapped within. Yours is the power of the Dragoon, and mine is powered by the Dronzer.
Yours is the power of the Goon, and mine is the power of having the most confusing fucking name for a beast I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
They pulled out the guns!
Don't sweat it. Next time I meet up with that Whoosh Kai, I'll show him who's king of the blade.
What the fuck is a whoosh? Okay, I'm just getting the normal definition for whoosh by everything. Yeah, not even Reddit knows what this kid's talking about right now. Is he saying it because his hair is like whooshed up by the wind? Because if so, look in a mirror, dude. Hard to tell if that's just like slang from the 90s that just doesn't exist anywhere on the internet anymore. It just like wasn't recorded. Or if maybe it's like a translation error? I'm obsessed with it though. I'm gonna start calling people whooshes for no reason. Hey, don't be a whoosh. Like and subscribe.
You sure hit the nail on the head, Chief. It's wicked.
Oh my god, it does the Michael Bay credits. That's hilarious. I need to make an edit of this. Hold on.
It sure is wicked.
You sure hit the nail on the head, Chief. It's wicked.
And that was episodes 1 and 2 of Beyblades Generation 1. There was a lot that I did not remember, and a lot that is just batshit insane looking at this from an adult perspective. I had fun with it though. I think I'm gonna enjoy this series. I hope it continues to flabbergast me. I hope it uses more things like whoosh. Whoosh got to me. Whoosh and Dragoon. I hope there's more weird phrases and names in this that I can just fuel my comedy through. But for real though, don't be a whoosh. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments. Give it a like. That'll help the algorithm put me on the map, as they say. I just did this the cheesiest YouTube outro thing. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. That was cringy. That was cringy. Listen, this is my first time doing this. I don't know how to end a video. Bye-bye! To the point where I was bringing the coolest Beyblade Stadium to the elementary school. There we go. Me and my boy Me and my boy Rock.
What? I've never seen a blade so powerful.